Elon Musk has recently exposed the lies of one of the most well-known figures, Klaus Schwab. He also called him and all the leaders of humanity are actually enemies in view of the Great Reset, which states that after COVID-19, the world has a chance to reflect on its ways. Musk vehemently opposes this and thinks that the people who theorize this are actually just scammers. But why does Musk think like that? Let's explore this in today's video. S&P 500 removed Tesla from the index and asserted that it does not have a strategy to reduce its carbon footprint. In addition to this, Tesla has, according to the company, broken several different norms of conduct for businesses. They allege that Tesla engaged in racial discrimination and that the working conditions at its manufacturing in California are hazardous. When the full findings of the assessment were made public and it was revealed that Tesla had been given an underlined rating, it was stated that while Tesla may be doing its bit in removing fuel-powered cars from the road, it slipped behind its competitors. Musk wasted no time in attacking the agency in a tweet and pronounced the global rating agency a fraud due to how the fake justice warriors had them militarized. Musk concluded that the big corporations gradually dragged the United States of America into the global government takeover. The belief is that it is too late to go against the pull of these oligarchs now that the results have been revealed. They are the most powerful people in the world and believe they are serving their country in the greatest way possible. In public, they appear to be saviors of the nation who are on a mission to safeguard the populace, but in truth, they have very different intentions. Through the acquisition of powerful organizations, they have also acquired the information and expertise necessary to control the levers of global power. This particular group we are talking about here comprises some of the most influential politicians, bureaucrats, and businessmen worldwide. These business executives are working to create a prosperous and equitable future. The concept of the Great Reset is an example of such and was established with a great objective in mind, one that encompasses a wide range of topics, including climate change, the future of labor, employment concerns, and other related topics. Thus, it is no longer sufficient for a sovereign state to deal with the ever-increasing complexity of the global situation, and the government is currently regulated to just a supporting role. The stakeholders have recently begun actively participating in the global decision-making process, producing expected results. Until this point, the Great Reset is the optimal response to all problems. But the reality is something else entirely, and each of us will have to pay a steep price. But if you are dishonest in your dealings, Elon Musk will find you, regardless of whether you are a member of the bureaucracy or the political class. While everything was proceeding according to the leader's well-laid plans, Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter was a turning point in the whole scenario. Even though Musk was met with a lot of questions and criticism after the acquisition of Twitter, he knew what he had to do. The acquisition has created holes in the WEF's armor, and this is why the authorities are unhappy. In their attempt to blame Musk for the purchase, mainstream media outlets went much beyond their obligations. But why did the media paint Elon Musk in such a negative light? Everyone, from elected officials to bureaucrats, is well aware of the value that Twitter provides. On the social networking site, everyone shares their opinions and thoughts. Since Musk is now in control of Twitter, he is in a position to debunk all the lies that Schwab and other influential users have concealed. People will now have easy access to information regarding the manufactured pandemic and how the perpetrators attempt to exert fake influence and control over the government. The leaders were aware that Musk might overthrow them at any moment. However, to exempt Musk from doing so, not only the government but also the mainstream media played an important role. They classified him alongside sociopaths and fanatics. This is completely out of context though, because someone with such a brilliant mind who reinvented the industries of automobile manufacturing and space exploration cannot possibly be a sociopath. In addition, a sociopath is also someone willing to resort to any means necessary to achieve their objectives. It is exactly the same thing that the so-called leaders did when they short-sold Tesla shares for billions of dollars and bankrupted Elon Musk. So who really is the sociopath? You decide. People like Rainer Fulmich have gathered several pieces of evidence indicating that Klaus is nothing but a criminal. In spite of this, he is still considered to be one of the most important executives in organizations on a global scale. He is among those who carried out really harsh actions against humanity. They were aware that the lockdown could have unintended implications for the economy as well as the students in the schools. Yet, the people did what they wished. They discriminated against small companies and provided large corporations with advantage. At this point, the media also contributed to the problem by playing a hostile role. They made sure that people were aware that the purchase of Twitter by Musk was a bad idea. In addition to this, they started making allegations of criminal activity against all of his other businesses. The media outlets evolved as the business world's primary advocates. But remember that these are the same outlets that disseminated the information, claiming that vaccines are risk-free and produce no adverse effects. Sponsored by Bill Gates, these agencies pushed remdesivir as a leading cure for COVID-19, not even considering its failed test trials and the reports of an expert panel. These influential figures of the business sector do not care about anyone but themselves. They went so far as to restrict Brian Tyson from using Facebook and Twitter after he presented the most easily treatable and cost-effective remedy to the problem. The so-called influencers even went so far as to take away his license to practice medicine after they had launched harsh attacks against his reputation. Soon after, YouTube removed every one of his videos. The same thing occurred with Elon Musk. The leaders began making allegations against him after they realized they had no evidence to support their claims. But Musk has extended an invitation to all the detractors to stay on. This is what differentiates Musk from other leaders, who are more like clowns. While Musk allows people to express themselves freely, the bosses simply tell them what they should be doing. Musk has a strong conviction that the time has arrived for all of us to make a move forward and reclaim control over the most fundamental aspects of our freedom. It is time for us to acknowledge that the myth about the Great Reset is nothing more than a rumor. It has no place in the world that we live in. Do you believe that Musk will be successful in convincing people that Schwab is scamming them, or will we again fall victim to the traps of dictators? Yes or no? What do you personally think? This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time!